Anibus tells the king that Sariphi has passed the first test of queenship, so the next test should start tomorrow, but the king wants Sariphi to rest, so no more tests for now. Later, the king wants to know who sent the assassin to the palace because, without any help from inside, no one can be there, so when the prison guard arrives, he tells the king that he hasn't found any evidence. Because the captured assassins have taken their lives. They probably don't want a human girl as their queen, that's why they attacked, but the king wants to set an example for everyone who goes against him. Meanwhile, the guards of the palace are getting worried about an attack from an assassin. At that moment, a masked guy attacks them and asks the king of beasts to meet him. While Sariphi is enjoying sweets with her friends, she hears a noise outside. At that time, the palace guards have captured that guy, and he asks the king to bring Sariphi back. The king was shocked at that time. Sariphi arrives and sees that guy who looks like Ilya, and he is also happy to see that she is alive. Sariphi tells king that he is her friend, so please let him go. But all the ministers are against it. But king says Ilya wanted to meet me, so treat him as a guest and let him go. Sariphi thanks the king and tells him that Ilya's whole village was killed by monsters. But night saved him, so he wandered around with him, and they both met by chance and became good friends, even though Sariphi never told him about her being sacrificial. So the king asks, is she sure they're both only friends? She says, don't understand. Meanwhile, Anibus released Ilya, and he tries to take Sariphi with him, but C and Klops both try to stop, but he pushes them away. Later, the king arrives and tells Ilya that Sariphi is the future queen and no one can take her away, but Ilya starts arguing, and he gets unconscious. Later on, Anibus suggests that Sariphi should take care of his friend because it is good for all of them. Later on, as he wakes up, Sariphi wants him to eat something, but he is like, no thanks, so she thinks Ilya still behaves like a kid and has not changed. Later, Ilya tells Sariphi that she doesn't have to lie about marrying the king of beasts, he will easily take her away safely from the palace. But when Princess Amit brings some sweets for him, Ilya looks at him like he's going to rip her off in pieces. She got scared by him and ran away. After that, he grabs Sariphi and tells her that the king will not marry her. He is playing around like he doesn't have any heart, but she is like the king saved him, despite the fact that it will bring trouble for the king, but he gets more angry and lets her go. But Sariphi felt afraid of Ilya when Princess Amit asked about him. She told her that he was a good kid who never hurt without any reason, but now his hatred consumes his heart. She hopes that he will understand her love for the king. Later at night, King sees Sariphi is going towards Ilya's room, so Anibus is like, maybe the queen wants to be with her human family. While C and Klops are afraid that Ilya will kick them, Sariphi goes into his room alone. And she again tries to make him understand that the king of beasts is different and she will become queen and be with him forever, but he makes her unconscious and takes her away. Later, C and Klops tell the king that Ilya has taken Sariphi with him and that he has hurt the soldiers too. So the king says, let's bring Sariphi back. But at that time, Anibus stops the king by saying that, who knows, it may be that Queen Sariphi went with Ilya by choice, because she is human and wants to live with a human man. So king is thinking that if it makes Sariphi happy, then it's okay, but at that moment, Princess Amit asks the king to save her because Queen Sariphi loves the king, and she will not leave him alone, so the king decides to go, but Anibus again tries to stop. But General arrives and tells the king to go, he will handle the situation in the palace. So the king summons his divine beast and goes after Ilya to bring back Sariphi. If you liked what you saw, then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel.